It is your job to control chaos, not become it.
Consider The Witcher Blood Origin if you feel like you're under a lot of pressure. The Witcher, a hugely popular Netflix fantasy series, has a new prequel series called Blood Origin. Henry Cavill was a major appeal for The Witcher. Can The Witcher survive without Cavill, given that he played such a significant role in making The Witcher so successful? Watch this video to find out.
I made that wish to save your life.
I didn't need your help!
A child is no way to boost your fragile ego, Yen.
I'll take advice from you about children.
First up, the release date for The Witcher Season 3. In yet another action-packed season of the adored fantasy series, Henry Cavill will grunt his way onto Netflix as the extraordinary monster slayer Geralt of Rivia in order to defend Ciri, played by Freya Allan, from the different countries that wish to use her magic for their own advantage. Geralt brings Ciri to the Witcher stronghold, Kaer Morhen, in Season 2 of the Netflix series. By the time the third season of The Witcher began, it had already hinted at a fresh cataclysmic threat that Geralt, Ciri, and Yennefer, played by Anya Shalatra, would have to deal with. There are also a few instances of the planet being saved among the gory fights and terrible monsters. Information was made public during Tudum 2022, which suggests that there won't be much of a wait before the next season is released. Expect a more specific release date to be announced in the first half of 2023.
Nilfgaard.
They're here.
Next is plot speculation for The Witcher Season 3. A handy plot summary for The Witcher Season 3 has been made available by Netflix, and it said as the monarchs, the mages, and beasts of the continent compete to capture Ciri of Sintra, Geralt takes her to hide, and he is determined to protect his reunited family against those who threaten to destroy it. They find out that they have landed in a battleground of political corruption, dark magic, and treachery after Yennefer, intrigued by Ciri's magical training, leads them to the safe haven of Aretuza in an effort to learn more about the girl's untapped powers. They have to fight back and risk everything if they don't want to lose each other forever. As The Witcher Season 2 comes to a close, Geralt manages to liberate Ciri from Volethmir, played by Anya Marson, before the Wild Hunt tries to take her for themselves. They also go by the names Wraiths of Morhog, and they are beings from another dimension who are looking for slaves to take back to their home planet. They are yet another gang in the continent that wants to capture Ciri now that they are aware of her existence. According to the cliffhanger, the Nilfgaardian Emperor Emhyr, also Duny, is actually Ciri's father. What occurs nevertheless during the time of contempt. It basically focuses on what transpires when Yennefer brings Ciri to Aretuza, the magical school on Thanedd Island, so she can gain a better understanding of her powers. It's time for her to get her mage on, because she has already received some Witcher training at Kaer Morhen. The book also forces Nilfgaard and all the other kingdoms to engage in all-out war on the continent. It's fantastic to see Hissrich taking direct inspiration from the source material, even though The Witcher Season 3 will certainly cherry-pick specific plot aspects and scenes from the time of contempt just to fit in with its current continuity.
The law of surprise can be claimed to pay that debt.
Up next, what is the relevance of Henry Cavill in The Witcher Blood Origin? After appearing in the DC movie series as Superman, the spy series Mission Impossible, and the action movie The Man from U.N.C.L.E., Henry Cavill played the main character Geralt of Rivia in The Witcher. Cavill is well known for being an ardent follower of The Witcher books and games, and his committed portrayal of Geralt was hailed as one of the TV show's greatest highlights. Then it was revealed that Liam Hemsworth would take his place when he left the show following The Witcher Season 3. The audiences were skeptical right away. The Witcher Blood Origin will launch on Christmas Day with that question hanging over it, and it will have a lot to prove. In addition to the inherent pressure of being a prequel series, and as we all know, these aren't always well received by fans, it also has to show that it is possible to create a new series of The Witcher without even including Geralt, much less Henry Cavill. Fortunately for fans of this dark fantasy world, The Witcher Blood Origin addresses those issues immediately. The 4-part miniseries, which takes place a century before the main series, is an entirely new Witcher tale that doesn't ever rely on the name Geralt of Rivia being recognized. The Butcher of Blaviken, played by Henry Cavill in The Witcher Blood Origin, never happened, and even without him, the series still has a unique Witcher-like vibe. The loss of Cavill and the burden it places on The Witcher Blood Origin are mere background noises for the numerous stars of the new series. The cast engaged in an open discussion about his departure during a conversation that the Digital Fix attended. Celestial Sorcerer Zakari's on-screen actress, Lizzie Annis, said that the universe of Blood Origin begins 1200 years prior to the world of The Witcher. which Henry has so masterfully portrayed in the previous series. In that regard, it has a distinct identity, and we are looking at a separate period or chapter in the continent's history. Even though the work we've produced is inextricably linked to the universe of The Witcher, it also stands on its own. Hu Novelli, who plays the warrior Callan or Brother Death, said even after Henry left, there was still a duty to continue The Witcher, and that entering The Witcher's realm carried that obligation. He hoped they could improve it by adding something intriguing. He added that some people might concur with the plot, while others might disagree. He said they were providing responses to queries that are raised throughout The Witcher. But there is one man, Joey Batey, whose opinions weigh more than practically everyone else's. Cavill's passing affects Batey more than anyone because he notably portrays Jaskier the Bard, one of Geralt's closest friends. Their ongoing love has been one of the fantasy series' most captivating plot lines up until this point because of how well their performances have fed off of and into one another. Batey feels that The Witcher's constantly shifting landscape means it can withstand the recasting, but that he will now have to reverse course and work with Hemsworth instead, as if nothing has changed. When inquired about Cavill's departure and whether it would substantially impact how the series progressed going forward, Batey said in response to Cavill's departure, "Every season, Jaskier and Geralt's friendship continues to grow and fuses in many different ways and deepens. As The Witcher develops, anticipate changes to Geralt, which will lessen the impact of recasting." The notion of change is a central motif of The Witcher blood origin and will undoubtedly play a significant role in The Witcher in a post-Cavill world. With the balance of power shifting and the threat of approaching foreign threats, the in-universe world of The Witcher is in flux, just as it is behind the scenes. Therefore, whether ingrained in the stories or the real-life drama, The Witcher is going to be all about evolution, and Cavill's replacement by Hemsworth only embodies that rather than making it worse. The Witcher blood origin is still the first chance the franchise has to prove that it can exist without Cavill, even before the start of The Witcher Season 3 and Cavill's final appearance as the White Wolf. Blood Origin boldly paves the way forward by proving that this fictional world is strong and distinctive enough to tell a story unrelated to Cavill and Geralt, while maintaining the core elements that audiences have enjoyed. Fans of The Witcher can exhale in satisfaction at this bold step forward. Also, Joey Batey reacts to Henry Cavill's exit from the Netflix show. Following the statement made by the Man of Steel actor, Liam Hemsworth will take over as Geralt of Rivia starting with the 4th season. People were shocked by the news, but Joey Batey, who plays the bard Jaskier, claimed to know of the actor's choice even before it became public. Batey exclusively revealed to Digital Spy that it was unfortunate that Cavill was leaving and that he got along well with Henry. He said he knew a little bit before everyone else. He added that everyone on the cast said they would all miss him. He continued by saying that Cavill put in a lot of effort, especially in Season 3. He added that Season 3's filming had ended a few months ago, and he is the most diligent worker in Hollywood. Cavill said in a statement that he had fun working on the fantasy series and wished his successor luck. He said that Liam Hemsworth would assume the role of the White Wolf in his place. He added that he had handed the torch to Liam with an appreciation for the time spent embodying Geralt and excitement to see his interpretation of this most intriguing and nuanced of individuals. Netflix will release Blood Origin, a prequel that takes place 1,200 years before the events of the parent series, before the 3rd season of the original series premieres in mid-2023. The 4-episode miniseries will portray the elven culture and stars Michelle Yeoh, Lenny Henry, and Sophie Brown. Remember to like and subscribe. See you in the following video.